This is me, Slavik. Good to see everybody, and welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, today I decided to do another reading for you. And the topic of today's reading will be what is destined for you from above? What is your path? What are your hardship on so-called journey of life of yours? And to begin, let's analyze how does the universe see you today? Who you are in the eyes of the universe. And then we'll jump into learning about your destiny. So let's take a look. Who you are according to the higher powers. How do they see you? How does the higher power see you? How does the higher power see you right now? How does the higher power see you right now? Higher power sees you as a fox. You're smart, okay? You're clever. Fox, of course, you're very, very clever. And once again, that wisdom, that cleverness is most likely your one of the greatest qualities, of course, amongst many, many others. But in generally, the higher power view you as a little fox or maybe a big fox. Very smart, very clever. Also, a sense of this healthy narcissism where you learned how to put yourself first. You could have been faced in life with a lot of situations, difficult situations, and yet you come out from them miraculously. So there's also this quality about you that no matter what is happening around you, you have that natural instinct and that natural ability to get out from any situation, even the most stickiest one. So very smart, very clever, also very cautious, right? You're on guard, but you're very smart. It's impossible for anybody to outsmart you. Impossible. So the higher power sees you as a very smart person. Oh, there we go. One card fell out. One, there's not all of it yet. Let's see. Let's see. There's another message. And of course, tree. Tree is all about spirituality. It's about health. It's about vitality. And it also signifies your bloodline. You come from a very intelligent, smart bloodline. You could also carry the gifts that are passed on to you from blood to blood. So tree signifies the tree of life, the tree of knowledge. You have that knowledge within you. And that's exactly why you're so clever, right? That's how the power see you. Higher power see you exactly like that. Smart, clever, maybe to some extent little trickster, right? You do what you got to do, but you're very intelligent. You're also very healthy and you have a good karma. Good karma is once again the tree of life signifies the karma of your ancestors. I don't feel like your bloodline or anybody from your ancestors did a horrible things, right? Most likely they were very spiritual people. There is a very strong essence and aspect of spirituality, morality, ethics, kindness, right? So you are very intelligent, and this is from your ancestor by blood, by blood. In other words, you don't have to go to universities and graduate from all of these master's, bachelor's degrees. But yet you possess the knowledge from the beginning of all times. And that's confusing people, right? So people may perceive you from one side as, oh, she's just a, a con artist or a trickster, da 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 da, right? But they don't understand that you truly possess that intelligence. You're a truly intelligent person from blood. And that is a fact. No one can argue that. And of course, spirituality. Also, the tree signifies a tree of knowledge and a tree of life. You're going to have an amazing life. And that's exactly what the universe ensure, and I should say throughout the creation of your soul from the beginning of times, God have placed that knowledge within your soul. You're born that way. This is who you are. This is who you are. So I can confidently say that no matter what kind of tricky situation here you're stuck in, you're gonna do just fine. You will outsmart everybody. You will outsmart everybody. I also feel a lot of energy from you. Very energetic person. You just cannot be still. You have to do something. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're like, what should I do, right? You're always on a go. And often you give out people this signals that maybe perhaps you're a little bit arrogant, but you're not arrogant. I don't feel here the sense of arrogance. I feel the sense of wisdom. You're wise enough to do what best for you and to do what best for your family. You're also protector of your family. You take care of your family, whether it's your siblings, your children, your parents, your grandparents. You're a loving and kind person and very smart. And that is your talent. This is your skill. That's exactly how the universe, higher power sees you. That intelligence is from blood. You don't have to, like I said, go to universities and get all of this degrees. You're smart from birth. How else the higher power see you? Let's take another deck. Who are you according to the higher powers? How do they see you? How do they see you? Also, fox signifies a symbol of survival, right? You survive. You know how to survive. You have that natural charisma about you that maybe perhaps other people don't. How else the higher powers see you? Who are you according to the higher powers? Look at this woman. Feminine, very feminine. Very feminine. Once again, if you're a masculine, you have that maybe perhaps feminine energy within you. What is a feminine energy? Feminine energy is all consist about healing, healing energy, kindness, beauty, love, compassion, excuse me, understanding. You would make a great wife. You're a wife material if you're a female. Okay? Any man would be honored to have you as their wife and as a mother of their children. You're a definition of nurturing and kindness, and yet you're smart, right? You're smart. You're perfect. Perfect. Very feminine energy. And you know what? If you're a female, right? Maybe perhaps a lot of people may underestimate. I will see how people see you. I'm asking you how the higher power see you. This is how they created you. This is how they see you. This is how they made you. But I kind of feel like with this card of the woman appearing, a lot of people underestimating your cleverness, right? A lot of people do underestimate how clever and intelligent you truly are because you're a woman. So if this is, for example, male, or if you're surrounded by a lot of masculine energy, whether it's a work field or whatnot, they're like, oh, woman. Ugh, what does woman knows, right? But not you. You're smarter than most men. You're smarter than most men. So you are true definition of that perfect woman. I should say it exactly. Perfect woman. If you're a masculine who watching this reading, that once again, perfect man. It's just there's this kindness within you, this feminine energy. If you're a masculine, I feel like you most likely were raised by your mother mostly. The father was maybe perhaps lacking. So you're really close with your mother. Okay? Very, very beautiful energy. How else the higher power sees you? And also the card of adventurers. You're very adventurous. You could be a woman, but you more like on a tomboyish type of style, okay? Tomboy. And of course, another card is a book. Book is a card of knowledge. Once again, clarifying knowledge. You have that solid foundation from birth that you know a lot of things. You know, perhaps, or possess the sacred knowledge, mystery. There's something very mysterious about you that a lot of people cannot still figure it out. They do not know how you know certain information. Um, you're just very unique. You you're smart. Book represents intellect. Book in combination of the fox represents cleverness and intellect. You're a book smart, you're a street smart. Okay? You know how to research, you know how to find any information you're seeking. But also you possess a sacred knowledge. And I have a feeling that this sacred knowledge that you possess, whether it is your intuition, whether it is any other esoteric abilities that you have, once again been passed on to you from your blood, from your bloodline. Very spiritual. The most important, perhaps, for you as an intelligent person, or in other words, the most important that you prioritize in yourself as well as others, is your spirituality. You cannot be surrounded by people that are foolish, people that take no accountability for their actions. It's as if you are held to the higher standard. And those who are often held by the higher powers to a higher standard means that you have these higher standards. And life is not easy for a person like you because you just know a lot. There has been a lot given to you by God Himself. A lot of knowledge is given to you. And that knowledge better not go to waste. So, in other words, you're very, very smart. Like I said, smarter than most men. Very smart. Very clever. Clever. Your spirit animal or totem animal could be a fox. How else according to the higher power? Who you are according to the higher power. This is the card of clarity. Clouds. Well, this is mostly the message from the higher power telling you, hey, do not doubt yourself. Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you doubting your own intellect? Don't doubt yourself. That's the thing, that with all of this knowledge and intellect and gifts, sacred knowledge and sacred gifts, matter of fact, you have so much opportunity that initially is written according to your destiny. Use it. But I feel that you have this tendency. I'm not saying it's a very negative tendency, but this is a minor little tendency where you feel like you're not good enough, or maybe perhaps you're doubting yourself. Do not doubt yourself, okay? Do not ever doubt yourself. Take risks. Utilize these gifts that the universe have given to you to your best advantage. And once again, judging by the card of tree, you kind of like a family guardian. Family guardian. You're responsible for your bloodline. It was imprinted into you to protect your family. Yes, it's a great responsibility. It's a great power. But you doubt yourself. And today I will take a look. Why would you ever doubt yourself? Because I see before me this beautiful person with so much knowledge, so much warmth, so much kindness, so much charisma. So what would put you in a position of doubt? Why would you doubt yourself? Why would you doubt yourself sometimes? You doubt yourself because this is the card of the hermit. The hermit, right? You often feel alone, misunderstood, lonely, alone, right? You feel like you have been put most likely on this journey of the hermit, and this is most likely where you're at right now. Some difficult situation I see in the past you suffered. Maybe could have been jealous people, crazy exes, corrupt government officials, right? To each their own. Most likely envy and jealousy, push you on this road of the hermit. But you know what? Let me tell you. Let me tell you this. Maybe perhaps that state of doubtness, that cloud of doubtness will disappear as fog disappears during the sunlight. Because I really want to clarify that the reason why you've been given this task of a hermit is not for you to be more further in doubt. This path was given to you so you finally see and feel within your soul what kind of knowledge do you actually carry? What kind of gift do you actually have so you can utilize it? And that's exactly what universe and higher powers do sometimes when they want a person, a soul, to, in other words, unleash their potential, unleash their true potential. You cannot unleash your true potentials with a bunch of people around and you dealing with their problems, right? If you are always working on somebody else's problems, how in the world could you ever work on yourself? How could you ever unleash that internal powerful potential that is inside your soul? Knowledge often equals solitude. And that's exactly why that path is given to you. So don't doubt. Don't doubt. You are only alone because you needed to be alone. You needed to be alone to learn how to utilize the power, the sacred power, the mysterious knowledge that you had from birth. And I see you will use it for the rest of your life. You will use it. Why else? Why else would you doubt yourself? You might think, well, I'll never probably find anybody I can trust. Because I feel like you see people right through. You know who's who. You're that smart. This is the card of theft. The card of theft. Somebody stole from you. Somebody's trying to steal from you. There's a lot of people that try to steal your energy. People that try to steal your success, your luck. There's a lot of people that want to know. They want to know how you know. They want to know. There's the card of a thief. You most likely in your life have faced a lot of thieves that were jealous and very envious of your knowledge, of your intuition. They were really jealous of you as this beautiful woman, as I described earlier. Yeah, there's a lot of thieves around you, negative, selfish, that simply suck out your energy. How does she know? How does he know? I want to be like her. I want to be like him. Thieves, right? Your life is often surrounded by thieves. But that's because you're smart enough to put these thieves where they belong. And anyone who hurts you, you will put them where they belong. Do you think these thieves are happy? They mess with the wrong person. I tell you that much. They should have never messed with you. Look how clever you are. They think they're tricksters. They thought they're clever. Oh no, they know nothing about cleverness or intelligence. So those type of people are given to you, right? Given to you to once again to bring your confidence up. The higher power send you these thieves, these petty thieves, to say, hey, wait a minute. You must forgotten who you are. So we're just gonna send you these thieves. And of course, kabam, you unleashed your potential, your true potential. It's not that these thieves are happy. They're not happy. You think they're happy that they did this to you? That they mess with you? No, they don't. They're not happy. And soon they will find out who's smart here. In fact, let me tell you, these thieves are broke. They have no money. They wanted to steal from you. They made fun of you, that you're poor. They said at one point you're nobody. Really? Now they're nobody. Now they have no money. So do you see, you teach there's some woman here. Woman and three and two other people. See, woman and trio. Three people. But this was the woman initiative. Some woman here stole from you. She thought she's more clever than you. She really thought she's more clever than you, that she's more smarter than you, that she's more powerful than you. And now I see that all of these three main enemies here, you must have faced three people that you consider to be karmic or dangerous or your enemies. And to be honest with you, this woman, the thief woman that stole from you, and two other individuals that conspired with her, they all have no money. None. And this is just a beginning. So do you see how clever you are? And you have done nothing here. You didn't commit no theft. You didn't commit no fraud. You didn't stalk anybody. You didn't criminally harass anybody. You didn't assault anybody. You didn't violate no criminal law. And yet, you're that clever to put this trio in a place where they belong. So that should bring your confidence up. That will bring your confidence up. Okay, so let's see how else the higher power see you. Then we'll jump into people and generally, how do people see you? According to the higher powers, who are you? Oh, whoa. Queen of Swords. Better don't mess with you, I tell you that much. I don't want to mess with you. Queen of Swords. Who is a Queen of Swords? It doesn't matter whether you're male or female. This is just an energy, right? Once again, coming back, intelligence, smart, sharp, witty, quick, analytical, planner. You like to plan things, right? That's positive skills. But on the side, people perceive you as cold, right? Cold. You're not like this bubbly, blah, 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 bubbly, like this bubble gum. No, you're not. You're not very bubbly. You actually treat life seriously. Life in generally, human life, are important to you, right? You don't play these ridiculous games as these thieves and this woman that dare to outsmart you and now suffering. No, you have that respect towards life, towards people. And maybe in times people may interpret you differently, like from a different perspective. They may say, oh, she's too cold, or he's too cold, or he's boring, or unemotional, right? You're very reserved. You're like a soldier. You know, soldiers in the military, they have to act a certain way. Well, that is you. And you have a sword. You have a sword. If somebody, if you see miscarriage of justice, or if you see anybody mistreating anybody, and God forbid you're gonna whip that sword. You're gonna make sure that anybody who come to you with a sword will die from that sword, metaphorically speaking. Right? You don't mess around. You don't play games. You're that smart. You're a very intelligent person. Very, very smart. You respect the law, and you respect life, and you respect people. And you have zero tolerance to any form of stupidity, abuse, whether to you or directed to anybody, in particularly innocent person. So the higher power actually giving you that sword. This is the sword of knowledge. That's why you have that knowledge. That's why you are intelligent. You are, in fact, a karma for your karmics, not other way around. Let's get that straight. You are their karma. And you're going to make sure that those who harmed you will suffer. And they will pay for that. And then there's the card of Emperor. Power. You're powerful. You're very powerful. And your enemies know very well that you are powerful. They know how smart you are. They may be gossiping about you and saying, oh, can you believe it? She's so blah, blah, blah. She's so unwise. That's a gossip, and that's a lie. But deep down, any of your enemies know how powerful and how strong you actually are. And I'm here to let you know. I'm here to remind you. Not to let you know, but to remind you, because you know that. Often, and also the card of Emperor signifies masculinity, right? You're like a woman in a pants. Literally giving me some sort of commander in military. Soldiers would be afraid of you if you were in charge. You would have lined up everybody in a row. And because you're so intelligent and so witty and so clever, and you also possess a sacred knowledge right here by the card of the book, you see right through people. You see right through their BS, their lies, their manipulation. There's honestly impossible to manipulate you. So I don't know how these trio of these psychopaths, these thieves over here that stole from you, I don't know how they did it. But let me tell you one thing, they will not get away with it. And they're already suffering. You see? Win-win. You never lose. You never lose. This is how higher power see you. You are born to fight evil. You know what type of profession? If you're still looking for any professions that would be fitted for you, let's say career, you're never too old to change your career path. Queen of Swords, it's a career where you are in charge, in a position of power. Because you're that type of individual, judging by your wits, your intellect, and your spiritual morality, or your level of your morality, you would be very fitted in the professions with law, policing, military, right? When there is a higher standard of ethics. Because you have these ethics, you are a very moral person. So these professions would be fitted well for you. Or you already could be part of these professions. Law, even politics, you would make a great politician. Military, right? Human resources, human tribunals, courts. Another way where you can defend, where you can defend those who has been mistreated, abused, tortured, manipulated, because you have no tolerance towards thieves and liars and abusers. You cannot stand these type of people. And you will quickly bring that down. And to clarify it once again, Ace of Cups, gifts. You're one of the favorite of the higher powers. That's why the higher powers giving you all the tools you need to conquer any situation. Yeah, sure. By the Hermit, you could feel like you're alone. There's no one around you. But don't forget who's around you. Who is that helping hand for you? God. Who else do you need? Do you need anybody else? I don't think so. Who do you need? People? So we can continue on working on their problems and they take advantage of you? No, you don't need that. God is the only one you need. He is your protector. He blessing you with these gifts. You're under heavenly protection. Because God protects those who are strong. The universe defends those who are strong. Not those who doing all this thievery, thieves that stole from you, right? You're lucky. You're lucky. You are born to lead. And I see that you're going to be very, very successful in life. Very successful. Whether you are now or you feel like you're not, you will be very, very successful. Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. See, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of something new is coming into your life. Something new. So if you were worried about whether you will meet your soulmate, Because remember, if you're a woman, a lot of men simply do not match your energy. They're too weak. I'm blunt. I'm saying it as is. They're weak. Too weak for you. You need a man that is a leader like you. So if you're at least equal. And there could be a person for some of you in the near future that is coming in. That armor, charming armor. That beautiful fighter like you. Because you cannot be with somebody who is immoral, unethical, crazy, deceptive, manipulative, narcissistic. Because these traits you cannot tolerate. You understand? You cannot tolerate these negative traits in people. You are cheap to truth and morality. And that's the only thing you care about. So the higher powers say, hey, we know you have been single maybe or alone, but don't you worry. We have you covered. We have your soulmate for you. Could be for some of you love, romantic partnership. For some of you, could be any other great gifts. In other words, what I'm saying, you will be rewarded. Rewarded because you passed the test. You passed the test. You didn't become bitter because some people here, this sociopathic woman that is now broke, has no money, in debt, calling every bank, living from one mortgage to another, one loan to another, and some other 3 people. See, there's 3 people here that conspire. You did not become bitter. They only made you stronger. Face it. Your enemies only made you stronger. Do you see now the purpose of karmics? They had one role, is to show you who you truly are. You also had the role in their life, and is to punish them, is to put an end to their theft, their fraud, their abuse, and their corruption. So, okay, all right. Now let's take a look. How do people see you? So this is how the higher powers see you, okay? A soldier, a fighter. You fight with wit and knowledge. And of course, the help of the higher power that always with you. But let's see, how do people see you? We know how higher powers see you. How do people see you? How do people see you? Would be people that you communicate on daily basis. Your co-workers, your friends, strangers, acquaintances. So how do they see you? How do people see you? How do people see you? Well, people also know you're smart. Book, same thing. People also know you're smart. You're very smart. Very, very, very smart. And that's exactly how people see you. How else people see you? That you're very smart and very strong. Right? You're very strong. People see you as very smart and very strong. So in other words, you don't wear no mask. You don't pretend. You don't have to pretend to be somebody. I'm sure like your enemies here. People scared of you. People afraid to poke a bear. You see? It's exactly what it is. Because once they poke that bear, you're going to show these teeth. And a bear is the king of the forest. You don't mess with a bear. The hunters become hunted. And that's, I'm sure, the case of your enemies. They're scared of you. People have respect towards you. They know that your knowledge is powerful, that you are powerful. So that's exactly how people see you. You see? It's not like that you're something you're not. You're like an open book, right? You're an open book. You're not hiding anything. This is who you are. And you let people know this is me. Like it or not. Like it or not. How else do people see you? that you're successful, wealth, that you're a wealthy, successful, that you're going to be wealthy. Okay, if you're not successful yet, you will be very wealthy. But people somehow know that you know how to make money, that you're good at it, right? This is about wealth, finances, business. You could have your own business. That you have this possibility of being successful. And matter of fact, you will be. Whether you already have some sort of financial stability in your life, and people know that, or this is also means that a big money coming towards you, right? You're strong. You have a strong potential to be successful. And that's exactly who you're going to be. I'm not going to be even surprised that some of you will become famous. How else people see you? How else people see you? Tower, government, authority, official building. Maybe people either aware that something about authority, because this is the government building. Maybe you will have a job in the government, or maybe those are the people from the government that think in that. Something to do with the government. I'm not sure really what it is, but it's a government, it's an official building, it's power, authority. Authority and a letter, documents. Documents. Something maybe will be officially given to you from the government that once again contest to your strength, to your powerful position. So I see no reason here for you to be concerned whatsoever. And the only thing I see that you may be worried about is that you're alone. But that will change because I see there's someone coming in for you. Okay, now fun part. Fun part. How does this trio of these enemies see you? How did this trio of these enemies that dared to mess with you and now in sorrow, financially disadvantaged, hurt, ill, how did they see you? How your enemies see you? We know how people see you. It's exactly who you actually are, right? Like a mirror. But let's see how this enemy truly see you. How do they see you? This woman and this other one that is now broke, crying, whining. Let's see, how does your enemy see you? How does your enemy see you? How does this trio see you? Let's see. How do they see you? Well, this is the card of harmony. Harmony, right? Family. Family, that you're very family orientated, that you're very harmonious, that you're a very loving person and you have deep love. So even your enemy know that you are a very loving person, that you're very kind, that you have a family values. This is the card of the family. So some sort of family values. You're not the type of, you're not depressed. You do not have a healthy perspective on life. You do not have an unhealthy relationship with your colleagues, your friends, and your family members. That life is good. Life is good. Your enemy knows that you're doing good. That's the thing. Maybe perhaps that's why they don't leave you alone. But they know you're doing great. You're doing great. You prioritize what's important for you. You prioritize your relationship with those you love and those you care for. Your children, your partner, your husband, your family, your friends. How else does they see you? How else this enemy of yours see you? Oh, look. They see you as a snake. Dangerous. Dangerous. That you can bite. You all of a sudden from, I don't know who they thought you were, but all of a sudden at this point of proceedings, in your enemy's eyes, they're scared of you. It's the card of the snake. They're afraid. Literally, they could call you anything here. A witch, I don't know, a crazy, a meanie, arrogant. The card of the snake means that if you choose to strike, you're not gonna miss. You're a deadly, you're pretty much a deadly snake. That's what it is. Deadly, like a cobra. You're quiet, but you're very calculated. And if you choose to strike, you won't miss. So it's best to be nice to you. So they're scared of you. Your enemies are very scared of you, actually, right? Maybe initially these people, they try to chain you to something. That didn't work out. And now I feel the roles are switched and they are defending, right? They're like, they don't want to go to prison. And they know you are their karma. Yeah, see, this is the card of the witch. Maybe they call you a witch. Maybe they accuse you of witchcraft. Maybe they think that you're doing some sort of woojoo, right? But you don't. Why would you? You don't need that. You don't need to do no witchcraft. You're smart from God. You're smart. At the beginning of this reading, I explained who you are. But they call you a witch. There could be a rumor around that you're a witch doing witchcraft, having contracts, deals with a Satan, sell your soul to the Satan. No, no. But this is how they see you, as a dangerous witch, that this is all your fault that they're broke. This is your fault. You did some witchcraft. That's why they have no money. That's why they're ill. That's why they're facing the government buildings, appearing in court, being sued, arrested. They did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. How else your enemy sees you? How else your enemy sees you? Well, justice. They know the justice, that you will bring justice with you, that you are their karma. They know that. They know that because of you, and not, no, let me rephrase it. They know, now they know that it is because of their actions towards you, they will face justice. They will go to prison. They know that. Because see, the thing is with these thieves people, this is who they are. This is their persona. They're just dark people inside and out. They run as a pack. You are alone, but yet you never given up because you've done nothing wrong. You simply fought for what belongs to you, whether it's a redemption of your name, whether it's truth, or whether it's justice. Your enemy did something wrong. They know that they did something wrong. They've done it to other people. But the difference between you and other people, that you're not like other people. And you will bring forth justice, karma, call it whatever you want it. But they will be punished for what they did to you on a behalf of many other people. Because they harm many people. So yeah, they're afraid. They know. See, it's justice upon this demonic community. Now you see how powerful you actually are. And what kind of talents and gifts and sacred knowledge the God engraved in your soul the moment He created you. He given you everything to face and win over this devil, over this Satan. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So well done. Well done. You should be so proud of you. You're that smart. It's incredible. Very powerful information coming through today. Very powerful, okay? Yeah. So this is my wonderful collective, how the universe sees you today. How do people see you, including your enemies? At this point, no one will get away. Everybody will get what they deserve. Okay, my beautiful sweethearts, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Once again, if you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, supporting our channel. I love you all, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.